Hello students, welcome to my third lecture. In previous lecture we learned about machine tool, lathe machine and its components. And in this lecture now we will learn about lathe operation. So let's go. This is the figure of the lathe machine. There are principal components showing here. Headstock is left side, middle portion is tool post, right portion is tailstock. There is bed. If you go, this is the specification of the lathe machine. The size of the lathe is generally specified by the following means: swing or maximum diameter that can be rotated over the bed waves, maximum length of the job that can be held between bed, headstock and tailstock centers, bed length which may include headstock length also, maximum diameter of the bar that can pass through the spindle or collect check or capsule length. Figure itself indicate this how the specification of the lathe is classified. A is the length of the bed, B is the distance between the centers, C is the diameter of the work that can be turned over the waves, D is the diameter of the work that can be turned over the cross side. Let's see the various lathe operations. As shown in figure, turning, facing, drilling, boring, reaming, knurling, chamfering, gluing and forming operations are there. So students, please go through the figures of various lathe operations. Here see the position of the workpiece and tools. It is important for each operation. So first operation is straight turning operation. This operation is performed for producing a cylindrical surface by removing the excess material from the workpiece. The cutting tool is rigidly held in the tool post and fed into the rotating work parallel to the lathe axis. The feed may be given by hand or power operation. The next operation is facing. This operation is performed for machining the end of the workpiece to make flat surface perpendicular to the lathe axis. Then chamfering operation. This operation is performed to give bevel shape at the end of the workpiece for removing burrs and protecting the end from being damaged. Then taper turning operation. In taper turning operation, workpiece is rotated on the lathe axis and tool is fed at an angle to the axis of rotation of the workpiece. We can calculate the taper angle also, that is tan alpha equal to d minus d upon 2l, which is shown in the figure. Then parting of operation. This operation is performed to cut the workpiece after the machining to required shape and size. The workpiece is rotated in a chuck or faceplate at half speed that of turning, and narrow parting of tool is fed perpendicular to the lathe axis by rotating cross slide hand wheel. The next operation, grooving operation. It is an operation through which groove of approximately same width is produced on the job as that of cutting edge of the tool. For growing, the reduction in diameter is affected by cross feed of the tool. Knurling operation is the operation of producing deep impression of diamond shaped pattern on the surface of the work. Knurling is provided on the handles of tools and gauges for providing effective grip. It must be done at slow speed and the rollers should be lubricated during operation. Drilling operation. It is the operation of producing a cylindrical hole in the workpiece by means of multifoil cutting tool known as drill. For drilling operation, the work is held in a suitable device such as chuck or faceplate. The drill is then fed by means of a tailstock hand wheel. In reaming operation, this is the finishing operation and sizing of a hole to accurate size which has been previously drilled or bored. The multi-cutting tool used for reaming is known as reamer. Boring operation is performed by enlarging and making the hole through which is produced by drilling, casting, punching or forging. The work revolves in a chuck or a faceplate and boring tool is fitted in a tool post is fed into the work. Thank you.